Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about hyperlinks and view references in Revit and how they work. As you can see here I have some links and some references and we will go one by one like what they do. So first option, how to use them is if I have a plain text node and I have my link, just the address in there. As you can see inside of the Revit project, I cannot do anything. I cannot like go and jump to the link. So that's all for my text nodes. But if I print them, I can actually use it for, if I will now print it, and I will open the PDF, you can see that the second one, which is for the web pages, I can use it to click on it and it will work as a hyperlink. But the first one, which is for my local, I cannot use it. I can go this one and it will open me my link. But the local ones are not working. So this is for the text. So if you have just plain text and you print it to PDF, the ones for the web will work, but the ones for the local servers will not. So next we can see that we have something similar in here, but it is done with a different tool. And now it is not with the text node as before, but now it is done with the generic annotation family, where inside of the family, if I will go there, I have made my custom label where I am referencing my custom shared parameter called custom URL. And this way, I am able to just write in here my URL. You can see that this is an instance parameter. And like, again, if I will want to click it directly from the Revit, I cannot do this. This cannot actually be done yet, but there are some ideas about this on the Revit, so we can vote on them. And I will leave the links again in the description below. But what you can do is click on the family, and now if you go to the parameter on the right side, if you click on it, it will actually direct you and open your folder, even if it is like inside or on your local servers and not on the website. Again, the same with this one. If I click on it and I click here into the field, it will open up the website for me, which you can see in here. So this is the second way, and when you print it, if I will go back to the PDF, you can see that it works the same as the plain text, the one which was with the external website on the web. It is working. I can click on it and it will open me the website. And the one which is like for the local ones, I cannot use it to jump. So these are the hyperlinks which are like to point outside of my Revit project. And then as we know, or as you probably know, there are view references inside of the Revit project where you can go and reference other view. So for example, here you can see that I have my for more information see, and this is my view reference. It is the special type of tag which can be found in view here, view reference. This one small. And if I place it, I can use it as my hyperlink inside of my project. So if I double click on it, it will open the sheet or view that it is referencing to. You can see that I have my like detail. This is my detail. Again, there is one thing that you can see I have had to do this like from two separate elements. This is the text node and this is the view reference. You cannot actually use view references yet inside of the plain text nodes. And for the view references, you cannot put like more information there than the ones that are already there. So for now, you have to do it this way. Again, there is a idea for like Revit developers to try to implement this. I will leave the link in the description again. And let's just now see what else we can do. So if I will go to my view reference, back to the family, you can see that I have my view reference, and in my label, I have my detail number and sheet number. And as you can see here in those parameters, there is no sheet name. So how I was able to actually place it in here, if I will go to this label, you can see that there is a parameter name called sheet name. And if I will go back to my project, and if I will change the name of this sheet, let's say my awesome sheet 2, you can see that it automatically updates. But as you probably know, right out of the box, you cannot place a sheet name inside of the view reference. So I needed to use a little trick to be able to do this. And this is by going inside of the family. And I will now delete this. And the way to do this is I have to create a label in different category. So I will go from view reference to view tiles. Now I will place the label in here, which will have my sheet name parameter on it. Okay, I will go with the left and 3 millimeters. We'll place it somewhere near like this. And now I need to go with the Ctrl plus X to remove it to clipboard. Now I will change it back to be a view reference. And now if I will go and paste it align to current view, if I go to the label, the sheet name should be preserved. So you can see there is a sheet name in there. I will check this one if it was not. Okay, now we can see I have detail number, so I need to recreate this one with the sheet number, because like of the switching it changed. And if I will load it back into the project, you can see it is still the same. Okay, I left out the dots in here. So I will go to the suffix and place my dots. And now I will load it into the project again. And it is the same. So this way I was able to place a sheet name inside of my view reference. And the same way that I placed the sheet name, I could place a view name and probably others. I was only trying with the view name and sheet name, but this is the trick how to do this. So I will not save this. So still it is being used as my reference throughout my project. And if we will go back to how it is like inside of the PDF, you can see that here now it is not referencing to a sheet, and that is because I do not have this sheet printed at all. So I will close this and print it, and now I will print it one by one. So first I will print this one. Yes. And then I will print my sheet. And if I will go now to my print, you can see here my floor plan and my awesome sheet. And if I will go to my floor plan, you can see that this works, but this one doesn't. And this is because if you want these view references to be working, you need to print them at the same job. So you cannot print it like one by one, but you need to print it in one go. So if I will do this again, but now I will print it with the selected views and sheets, and I will select here my level 1 floor plan and my awesome sheet, and I will print them together. Yes. And I will go back to my PDF. You can see if I open it now, now it is a link and I can use it to open the other PDF. Yes. Now you can see that I was able to use it as a view reference even in my PDF files. So these are all of the tactics of how you can use references inside of your Revit projects, and also when you export them to PDF files. And also one last thing which is quite nice about using these generic annotation families is that you can even use them to like go to the custom URLs which are from your local servers, and you can also create a schedule that could look like this, that you have a schedule that will say follow the links in the sequence, you will place the sequence, and for example if it is for educational purposes you can go one by one, follow the links and just like do what is there on the links, because you can also use the schedule to go and open the link. If I will just now from the schedule click on it, you can see it opened the address. So this is all that I was able to find out about the hyperlinks and how they work inside of the Revit project. One thing which I would like to have is that I would be able to directly click on this and it would take me to the URL, not like to have go, click and going inside of the parameter. And also to have the view reference inside of the text notes, because now if I will change something for more, let's say, beautiful information, you can see that I would need to like manually adjust this to be again as it should be. So these are some limitations, and I will leave some links for the Revit ideas so you can vote for them if you want. And maybe Autodesk will in the future releases take note and change this.